Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I did this changing bias wallpaper thing. So as you can see, my bias is Sana in Twice, but let's say I just feel like having a bit of Nyan in my life for some reason, some suddenly, some fine day. I can just click Nyan and my wallpaper will change to Nyan. Or let's say I feel like I want to see some Momo, just click that. Wallpaper changes to Momo. Or let's say I want to see everyone. I can click everyone. The wallpaper changes to everyone. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you how I did this today. Um, so what you're going to want to do first is go to the internet and go to the website rainmeter.net. Fuck. Yeah, so rainmeter.net, and then you're going to want to download this thing that'll give you the program necessary um, that you need to accomplish this. Now, what you're going to want to do is once you have Rainmeter installed, you're going to want to go to the Documents folder, um, and then you're going to want to go to the Rainmeter folder, and then you'll have a folder called Skins, as you can see. So you're going to want to enter that, and then create a new folder for the skin you're about to create. So um, I'm not going to do it again, but I'm just going to show you how I did it. So in here, you can see I have a folder called Twice for the current skin I have. So I'm going to go ahead, click that. And as you can see, I have pictures for the wallpapers I'm going to use for everyone, and I've renamed them to like their respective names. So I have a wallpaper called nyan.jpg for Nyan. Then I have a wallpaper called Jungyeon, the wherever, yeah, called Jungyeon.jpg for Jungyeon, wallpaper called Momo.jpg for Momo, and so on. So you're gonna want to do that for as many people as you'd like in this, preferably everyone. But um, yeah. Now, I will warn you, to do this, you are going to um, have to do a bit of coding. And now it's not very hard coding, so even if you don't have prior coding experience, it shouldn't be too bad. I'll show you how, but um, yeah, just a bit of a disclaimer. So what you're going to want to do is I'm going to put this file called hangulnamelauncher.ini. I'm going to put a link to it in the description, and you're going to want to download it and keep it in the same folder as all your pictures. Now, when you open it, you'll see all this code. Um, this actually wasn't created by me. It was created by this dude on Reddit. So I don't remember what his username was, but credit goes to him. So yeah. So anyway, so what you're gonna want to do is now this thing up here about the Batang font. That's if you want the names to appear in Korean. Even though I have the font installed, I couldn't get it to work, so I had to change the font entirely. So just don't worry about that. Um, Now, as you can see, I have my font set to Kristen.itc, but you can pretty much change it to anything you want, really. Like you can have it set to Arial or Edwardian script, God forbid. Now, the size, that's also modifiable. So I have it set to 18 because I don't want it taking up as much space on my screen because I have other stuff. But you can make it bigger or smaller as you see fit. Now, all you really need to do to make this work is scroll down to wherever you see the image name, right? So you can see here I have nyan.jpg. Now, all you're going to want to do is just enter the file name for um, the wallpaper, for the file corresponding to Nyan's wallpaper. So in my case, it is Nyan JPG, but I don't know, your wallpaper of Nyan could be called man's not hot.jpg. So here, instead of putting Nyan.jpg, you would put man's not hot.jpg. Or it doesn't even have to be a JPG file, although it probably is. Um, it could be a PNG or something like that. So um, yeah, just put the file name accordingly, and scroll down. Repeat the same thing for Jungyeon. Uh, repeat the same thing for Momo. Repeat the same thing for Sana, Jihyo, and so on. And then down here, this actually was not added by the person on Reddit. I added this myself just by modifying, just by copying and pasting and modifying some of the old code. So there's a space for everyone. If you don't want everyone, or if you don't want someone in the list at all, just, you can delete it, I guess. Although you'd have to do a bit of modification. So unless you're experienced with code and know what you're doing, I wouldn't recommend it. Just leave it as it is. Um, so yeah, down here you have one for everyone, and you can put in everyone.jpg over there. And once you're done with that, you're going to want to go to your desktop tray, right click on the Rainmeter icon, click manage, and then you're going to want to click refresh all, because this won't show up. The twice thing does show up for me now, but it won't show up for you when you first create it. You're gonna have to click refresh all. Now you'll see this. If you go into the folder, you'll see Hangul name launcher.ini. Click it, and then it says unload for me because I already have it loaded. But in your case, it should say load. Click load. But I'm just gonna click refresh. Won't do anything since I didn't make any changes to the file. But yeah. And there you go. At that point, you should have a working wallpaper thing. So by default, these things will show up on the left side of your screen, but you can drag them to the right if you don't like them there. I like my files on the left, so I kept all this thing. I kept all these things at the right. So, sorry, my mic fell off. But yeah, I kept all these things at the right, so it wouldn't interfere and get in the way of me accessing my files. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this is kind of complicated, and I probably didn't do a very good job of explaining. So just let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.